Yes, people, I'm Srini and you are watching MTAG TV. Of course, I'm joined by my guy Adibir in the building. There's no Ritwik because just like Jao Cancelo, his lookalike, he has been benched by us, unfortunately. But Adi, let them know, man, what are we doing today?
Well, we're doing a really fun video. You guys are really going to love this. It's called Finish the Sentence. And how this works is, it's pretty simple. I'm going to ask Srini a question. He's going to ask me a question. So, for example, if I ask him, what is the best football fan channel on YouTube? Srini is going to answer MTAG TV. That's right. Make sure you subscribe to us before we get into the video. And yeah, let's go.
All right, guys. So my first sentence to Adi is, if you could watch a Champions League final in any stadium in the world that isn't Anfield because you're a Liverpool fan, which would you choose?
Good question. I think that's pretty easy. Off the bat, I'm going to say the Allianz Arena. What a stadium. I mean, it is quality to look at from the outside. Wow. I mean, look at it. It is huge. The fact that it doesn't have the history of other stadiums that says like Santiago Bernabeu, even Anfield, made in 2006 for the World Cup that was held in Germany. It's modern, it's sleek, it is typical German efficiency in a way. And yeah, just what a stadium to play at. Fun fact that the 2012 Champions League final was held there. Bayern were home and they lost to Chelsea. So yeah.
Yeah, such a sick stadium, man. I mean, you said everything. You might as well work there. But I have a fun fact for you guys. And no, I did not prep this. Like the exterior of the stadium, which is all red and looks absolutely thick, like changes color. Like that's the first stadium to ever do so. And funnily enough, that's my favorite stadium as well. Like there's other stadiums like the Signal Iduna Park and like Anfield, which have like an amazing fan base. But just to look at the Allianz, it's just fly as hell, man. The Allianz and just the Bayern fans, elite stuff. So yeah, man. I'm with you there.
Hey, Srini, my question to you is, and I feel like a lot of you are going to like this, what is the best left foot you've ever seen on any football player, retired or currently playing? And no, you cannot say Lionel Messi.
Wow, that's a sick question, Adi. I'll go for David Silva, man. I have to back my guy. I don't have to talk about how he is one of the greatest midfielders of all time because he is, but his left foot was majestic. I mean, his dribbling, his passing. I mean, he played the game in slow-mo, man. And that left foot is really special. I mean, if Spain didn't have the likes of Xavi and Iniesta, it'd be starting game in, game out. So yeah, man. David Silva, that's my legend right there. Absolute GOAT. So yeah, man. David Silva for me. Who would you go for?
For me, it's easy. Hands down, Iron Robin. Mr. Left Foot. This guy cutting in and scoring on his left. Signature move.
Elite.
Nothing else has to be said. Iconic player. Love you, Iron. Miss you a lot. And yeah.
Facts. I mean, yeah, man. Iron Robin. I mean, he was super one-dimensional, but he was so sick. Guys, let us know who's your pick. Would you go for someone more cultured like Silva, or just an absolute bad man like Robin, or would you go for Gareth Bale? We didn't talk about Gareth Bale. Let us know in the comments. All right, Adi, this is a big one. If you could choose any strike partner from history to play alongside you in a 4-4-2, it would have to be.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, there's two picks, but I think for me, it has to be Fernando Torres. I would have said Thierry Henry because he's a baller, but Torres for me, he's the reason I ever chose to play up top as a striker, left forward, whatever. He's the first pair of boots I bought were because of Fernando Torres, the T90s, totals, elite boots. That guy, Liverpool, what an elite player, has to be him. I would give anything to just share 5 minutes on the pitch with him. Fernando, if you ever watch this, I love you. Srini, you?
Absolute GOAT, man. Fernando Torres is like one of my favorite people in football, period. But if I had to pick someone, because you've gone for Torres, and I won't go for Aguero because it's the whole City thing once again, I'd go for Thierry Henry. I mean, Thierry Henry made me fall in love with football. I mean, he made football cool. I could go on about how he's like the greatest player in Premier League history and this and that and his dribbling and his speed, but he's just a complete footballer, smashed it at Barca as well. And yeah, man, Thierry Henry was just sauce, honestly. He was just incredible. And yeah, man, Srini and Henry, that has a ring to it for sure. So yeah.
Okay, Srini, finish the sentence. The worst kit I have ever seen produced is
probably 2013-14, the away Liverpool kit, Warrior Sports. Oh my lord. That kit was an abomination. I mean, that's why you lost the league. It's not because Gerrard slipped. Yes, I had to get that in there. That kit was an absolute disgrace. The kit you're wearing right now, absolutely elite. That's levels right there. Warrior Sports, I mean, Nike's bumping you guys anyway, but Warrior Sports, they're an absolute madness. So yeah, that's my pick right there. Which kit would you go for?
Well, that's an absolutely banging option. And you're right, that is the reason we lost the league that year. Shambolic kit. By the way, guys, give us a like, because look at the retro kits we're wearing. These are so sexy. Look at us. We're fully in drip mode. But
yeah, man.
The worst kit, I would have to say the OG Arsenal Bruise Banana. Not the 2019, I think it was recreation. But that banana kit. Do not even get me started on that. Shambles of a kit. I don't know how it's so iconic. I just do not understand it. It is sickening to look at. Okay, the recreation, the Adidas one was pretty sick. It was, yeah, it grew on me, but the old one, absolute L.
Really? Dude, I think that kit is so hard. Ian Wright rocking that kit. I think that's levels. I think that's one of the best kits of all time. I agree with most people. I don't know why you're coming with that one, man. That's nuts, honestly. But anyway, guys, we have to move on from that. That's a shocking take from us. All right, I think this is the biggest question I'm gonna ask you. The greatest ever song in FIFA history has to be.
Oh, what a question!
That's a banger.
Off the top of my head, I'm gonna go for The City by the 1975. I don't know if people have heard that. If you haven't, search it up. I'm sure you guys know it. FIFA 14. Partly because after that I fell in love with the band. 1975 has a lot of memories, and I'm looking at Srini and he wants me to sing it, and there's no way. I know that's exactly why he's asking this question. No chance I'm singing it, but yeah. Srini, what is it for you?
I mean, your FIFA song knowledge has to be elite because you actually know the artist and because you love the 1975. I don't know who the artist was or what the song is called, but it has to be that. Remember that song? I need to know now, will you love me again?
That's John
Newman.
Banger. John Newman, Love Me Again.
Don Newman, you're an absolute goat for that. Absolute banger. That's kind of like why we love FIFA. It's a game, but the bangers are unparalleled. So that's my pick, guys. Let us know what your pick is because FIFA bangers, man. We could talk about that all day.
Okay, Srini, finish the sentence. The best UCL double-legged tie I have ever seen is.
That's a quality question right there. Shout out to you. I'll go for Bayern versus Barca 2012-13 7-0. Remember when everyone was making those absolutely ridiculous 7-up jokes? I mean, guys, what are you doing? So cringe, but I don't exactly remember everything from those two games, but that actually felt like the death of tiki-taka. Jupp Heynckes, absolutely elite treble-winning season. Arjen Robben, he missed the penalty last season, but then he came back. He was moving absolutely mad. Franck Ribéry should have won the Ballon d'Or that year. Just that team itself was so elite, and what that team did to Barca, I mean, they actually made them look like a bunch of mugs. Incredible set of games. And by the way, guys, fun fact, I have not seen the Lara Montara game live. I also didn't catch the Liverpool-Barca 4-0 game live. I was studying for one. And for the other one, I was watching City versus Stoke. Do not kill me. But Adi, what's your pick?
City versus Stoke. Shame on you. You've missed a chapter of football.
That's greatness, man.
I mean, I'm not going to go for Barca Liverpool as mainstream as that is. I'm actually going to go for a pretty random pick. 2012, I think it was, semi-final between Real Madrid and Bayern. I think both teams, they 2-1 in each of the home legs, took it to penalties and Bayern went through. But it wasn't the game was quality, Mourinho versus Heynckes and all that. But the teams, Ozil, Di Maria, Ronaldo, Benzema, it was filthy. Mario Gomez, Robben, Ribéry, Müller, Schweinsteiger, stacked. I think that was the pinnacle of those two sides, the peaks. Obviously not Ronaldo and co, but elite sides, and just watching that was like the wow factor was unreal. So yeah.
All right, Adi, this is a really, really big one. I know I say that for everything, but this actually is a very, very big one. Finish the sentence. The best midfielder in the world is.
I know you've set me up to say Toni Kroos, and yes, Toni Kroos is up there, but I'm not going to give into that bait. For me, it has to be De Bruyne, man. You're going to love that answer.
Come on.
De Bruyne, what a superstar. The fact that, when City knocked out Real Madrid in last year's Champions League, Toni Kroos just shook his head and, he shook De Bruyne's hand saying, wow, you are a GOAT. How good are you? And if my GOAT, Toni Kroos, is saying that, I have to appreciate Kevin De Bruyne. Absolute baller. Srini, same question.
I mean, I've not been this happy like throughout the whole day. Look at my face. Kevin De Bruyne, like I've seen amazing midfielders at City. I've seen Yaya Toure, I've seen David Silva, but Kevin De Bruyne is just so complete. Like he has like that devastating ability that Yaya used to have, and he has that silk and that passing ability of David Silva. The best midfielder in the world. He will be alongside the pantheon of greats like Gerrard and Lampard and all those guys. He really is that good. But because I could go on and talk about De Bruyne for hours. My alternate shout is Marco Verratti. I know it's not a popular shout, but Marco Verratti could do anything. Like he has the silk of like a Thiago and an Iniesta, and he can also play like a DM. And I actually think, unpopular opinion, he was the better midfielder out of De Bruyne in that whole PSG tie. Even though City won, I'll give it to Marco Verratti. He's so complete, and it's a shame that he was so injured. I mean, that guy could have been an actual GOAT. So yeah, man, Marco Verratti for me. But Kevin De Bruyne, that's top dog, right? All right, Adi, finish the sentence. If you could have a drink with any three people in football, dead or alive, you'd go for?
Wow. Guys, shout out to the questions they're asking. I mean, I am stumped. What a quality question. Well, I mean, Thierry Henry is off the bat. He has to be there for me. Good. Amazing personality, absolutely eccentric, top guy. You know what? I'm going to recreate the Sky Pundit panel, okay? Jose Mourinho, yes, he was on Sky. We all know that. Jose Mourinho, absolute nut job. Amazing manager. Amazing manager 10 years ago. What a personality. I'm going to give a shout to Roy Keane. I'm going to have Roy Keane on that alongside Henry and Mourinho. I would pay to watch these just sit at a table. And if I get to just be there, I'm going to sit and listen to these boys just talk. I mean, so much talent, so much experience, and just so much banter. So yeah, those three for me. Srini, you?
Sick picks. I mean, you have to go for Jose Mourinho. What a guy, honestly. What a character. Same for Henry as well, and Roy Keane is such an OG. My picks are very, very different. If I want to drink with a couple of people, they have to be like whatever. They have to be characters as well. So I'm going for Daniel Sturridge. To me, by far the most entertaining footballer out there. You've seen his Chris Tucker impressions. You've seen him on the famous LFC hip hop quiz. Elite content right there. So Daniel Sturridge and our music taste is like the same as well. So Daniel Sturridge is one of my picks. Hector Bellerin. I mean, the drip is off the scale. Sometimes very questionable, but he seems very human and very just normal. Like he doesn't seem like the typical footballer. So Hecky B has to be in there for me. And my third pick has to be Peter Crouch, man. I mean, his tweets are just so elite. And the giraffe tweets especially, I mean, my so elite. So yeah, Peter Crouch, Hecky B, and Daniel Sturridge. Those are my picks.
Actually, very good picks, especially Peter Crouch. For anyone who doesn't listen to this podcast, do yourself a favor. He's elite. Yeah. But just quickly, Srini, just remember that you picked 2 Liverpool players to go out for a drink with, and no City. So guys, just let them know in the comments. Big L. Okay, final question, Srini. Finish the sentence. This question is an absolute banger. It took me ages to think of. Okay. If you had to recreate one goal and you could choose a person to assist you, what goal would you recreate? And the assister would be?
Wow, that's such a good question, man. You know what? Straight off the bat, I don't want to go for a goal that's great because of the occasion, right? I want to go for a goal that was just a banging goal. And I don't want to go for a goal where I'm dribbling past like 10 defenders, because then the assist doesn't mean anything, right? So I'll go for, do you remember David Silva's assist for Dzeko in that infamous 6-1 game against United? Yes. That's probably the best assist I've ever seen live. But sorry, David Silva, I'll replace you with my favorite player of all time, and that's Andres Iniesta. I mean, just such a GOAT. And if he were to make that assist, I mean, it'd be so elite for me. And Edin Dzeko, you are out, because best number 9 in the business, Srini, is going to play up front and bury that past David De Gea. So yeah, that's my pick. Adi, who'd you go for?
Very good pick. Mine is actually also a Manchester Derby goal, but it's for United, and it is Wayne Rooney's bicycle kick. What a goal. If I could recreate any goal, I would do that. And the person I'd choose to assist me would probably be, maybe, I think I'd go for Thierry Henry, just for the sheer link up that I've linked up with Henry to score a goal that is that good. Yes, Henry wouldn't have to do that much work. Nani didn't. He just lobbed the ball in. But it's all on this guy to put it in the back of the net and score against this guy's club. So yeah, that's my pick.
That's a sick shout. And speaking of Henry, I was just thinking, do you remember Henry's banger against Fabian Barthez? Like, whoever assisted that, could probably, like, if you could add Iniesta to get that ball in there, and I'd do what Henry did, but I probably could never do that, let's be honest. But guys, who do you go for? Because Adi, that's a sick question. Who's the person to assist you? What goal are you scoring? Let us know in the comments below.
Well, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much if you're still here watching. We've absolutely racked our brains thinking of those 5 questions each. We are exhausted, so we are going to take your leave. But Srini, get us signed off, man.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. As Adi said, and shout out to us for coming up with the best questions out there. You should play this game as well with your friends. But in the meantime, comment below what's your picks for every question that we ask. We actually do go through the comments, so let us know. Of course, you've got to subscribe, you've got to like, you've got to press the notification bell. Because, we're the new goats in the building, man. Come on, we're coming to take over. We're not coming to participate. And of course, follow us on IG, follow us on all the socials, Twitter. Facebook's kind of dead, but do that as well. LinkedIn, yeah, might as well. Yeah, man, what else? There's nothing else to do. Check out the website in the description below. And till next time, we move.